7 hours remain for Deere Company and the United Auto Workers Union to come to some type of an agreement on a new contract, or workers may be walking off the job. And we start team coverage right now on the latest developments at Deere plants, the impact far from the assembly lines as well. And we begin with News 8's David Bowman, who's live outside Deere Cylinder Works in Moline to explain what we know right now. And David, information is precious at this moment.
You're right, Jim. Information is precious right now. And we're told by the United Auto Workers Union that the company and they are negotiating at an undisclosed location right now. We haven't heard from the company or the union leadership, though, tonight as far as an update on that, but we do know that they are talking. Let's take a look at some other things that we know tonight. We know that a Deere worker of more than 19 years, Tim Neidert, he tells us that second and third shift workers were told not to report to work today, but instead they would be paid to stay home by the company. Neidert served as a union bargaining chairperson up until 5 years ago, and he explains this is a normal process to avoid, quote, conflicts or confusion by having those workers stay home when you're this close to an important deadline. The union has also said that workers are willing to walk off the job without an agreement, but it's not automatic. The deadline could be extended by the International United Auto Workers Union, depending on if they believe that progress is being made. The other important piece that we need to remember tonight is that this contract impacts 10,000 Deere UAW members, and a majority of them voted against the company's latest proposal on Sunday. In Moline, David Bowman, WQAD News 8.
Well, and a resounding defeat, in fact, on Sunday, like 90% voting against it. So that is interesting that the union's going to have to take that to the bargaining table, and Deere knows some movement has to be made. David, thank you for the update. Of course, we'll talk to David again at 6 o'clock. Now, Deere and Company says if an agreement is reached before the midnight deadline, they would send out a statement, but wouldn't comment further on negotiations.